makes me whole. Bread of life, fill my heart with a grace and mercy you impart. I have heard your voice calling, come my friend and share in the feast that is laid out for you, to show how much I care.
So the story of that song, which is called Bread of Life, I was asked by my minister about 12 years ago to lead the music at a youth event in Chignecto Presbytery. And I most graciously agreed and asked her what the theme of the weekend was going to be. And she said it was God needs us, like needing, K-N-E-A-D-S, like needing bread. So I thought I wanted to come up with a theme piece for the weekend. And I sat down and tried to think of the imagery that I got from that theme for the weekend, and came up with this title. And one of the reasons why I wrote this piece is through church and through my time in church. One of the most intimate times that I find is communion, when we're all together as community, sharing in communion. And it was a piece that really impacted a lot of people that heard it, which I was very moved by that, because I didn't expect it. I had never written a piece that had really impacted a great amount of people, and so I was really overwhelmed with the response that I received with this piece. I asked a friend of mine to do up the sheet music for it, because I'm not as skilled in the sheet music writing as in the lyrics. So I asked a friend of mine, Rick, who I'd known for many years, if he could write the sheet music, and he said sure. But he also submitted the sheet music to the More Voices submission process, and it was accepted. And all of a sudden, one day out of the blue, I got an email saying, "We love your piece. We'd love to put it in the More Voices supplement." And I thought, wow, how did you hear about it? Because I didn't know that Rick had sent it on. And I think probably one of two of the biggest thrills with that piece is one day I arrived home and there was a letter waiting for me from El Sobrante, California, which is just above the Mexican border. And I opened it up. It's not every day I get a letter from El Sobrante, California, or from California or any place really. So I opened it up and it said it was from a church down there that was really moved by the piece, and they were asking if they could use it on a regular basis. And I thought, wow, the fact that this piece that I wrote has made it that far is incredible. And the other kind of remarkable or interesting, wonderful story about it is I have a video of some school children in Uganda singing it, as two of my friends were over there on a mission trip, and they taught it to these school children, and it's really moving to see that. I think I've been writing music for many years. A lot of us were those teenage people writing the cheesy songs, and but I started writing a little more seriously when I was in my early 20s, and I wrote a lot of folk music, kind of folk rock music, And I did that for a little while, but I still had, I still had that piece of me that I wanted, that outlet I was wanting. And I'd grown up in the church, Dad being a minister for 42 years. Church had always been a big part through my home community, through youth forum, through Berwick United Church, Berwick United Church Camp. It had always been a big part of me. And with youth forum, we just by chance, a group of the group that now make up the message, we played the music for a youth forum, and decided that we were going to start traveling around and writing music. And for the group, Nathan Beeler and myself, we'd both written music for many years individually, but we had never had a chance to collaborate. And when we started collaborating on music, it just seemed to be so much more fulfilling. We seemed to be able to complement each other with, I had an idea, he was able to help me, get down into words and into song what my idea was, or vice versa. He would have an idea, or or Vicky or Sarah or Catherine, they would have ideas, and we would work together in community to write the piece, because we all have very similar views of what our faith is, and we enjoy sharing that ministry and sharing our faith with people who want to hear it. Yeah. So one of the questions is around the fact that music being involved with the message, it does take me away from home a lot. We're typically away about 15 weekends a year, and we love being on the road and sharing our ministry. We love going to different community churches. We love playing the music at Maritime Conference Youth Forum. We've applied to do music at other conferences as well. And we continue to do it because of our love for it. It does become difficult because all of us have family at home. Myself, I have 2 boys and a wife, and the boys are getting at the age where they're asking why Daddy's away so much with the band, and but they understand that music is a big thing for me, and my wife is very supportive. She's wonderful at home, and she knows that that this is something that means a lot to me. And I guess that's the thing with the whole band, is all of us have wonderful support systems at home. Because aside from being in the band, we all have our professional careers, 3 of us being teachers. And, so by the time you add the teaching profession or other jobs on top of the family and on top of the band, it does become a lot. But those support systems really help us continue our ministry.